Sunday morning and a rather relaxed day for us to really discover who we are and what it is that we can do to get ourselves fresh for the new working week. It's been a fascinating discovery of how many spaces for relaxation and revitalization we actually have just in urban Johannesburg, which convinces me that they probably exist in urban areas all over the country. In Craighall, we've discovered a park-like garden with lots of tall trees, its own brook flowing through it, and abundant wildlife, actually mainly bird life. But Hands-On Retreat is a 4-star boutique retreat and spa. Its owner is with us here this morning, Martina Laurie, as well as the spa manager, Phoko, is with us. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Ah, my goodness, Martina, this is not far from my home, I'm going to say. Tell us more about the venue and when you discovered it and established it.
It's called Hands-On Retreat, and we're in Craighall. And what clients often say is that they didn't know that this tranquil garden exists behind the walls, because they often drive past and they see that there's a spa, but they don't know what is behind the walls. We discovered this property in 2008, but maybe I can just go back one step. The whole idea came from, we started 10 years ago with a mobile company called Hands-On Treatment. And we go into corporates and we do neck and shoulder massages, particularly for the call center industry. And when the clients in the corporate market bond with a therapist, they started asking, but we would love to come and have a full body treatment by you. So I then saw the opportunity to open up a day spa.
Okay.
This was now 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And from that, the clients then said, wow, wouldn't it be wonderful to have a treatment but then sleep over? So this property came on the market, and I then got the vision that we're going to move away from just a normal day spa to a retreat and sleep spa.
That is so interesting. So it's not like, for example, Emily, those venues where it started out as a hotel and then the hotel said, let's build a spa. It actually came the other way around.
Yeah, it's amazing how it actually developed from all these years up until now, because for now, the clientele that we have, it's a bit broader, and it's amazing how people appreciate what we have. And it's just so, the venue is just amazing. I would suggest that you come. But this would be an ideal to just get away from everything else, the stress, the workplace, and just that, come for a weekend away and relax.
Actually, it's interesting that you talk about the fact that people drive past all the time and don't know that it's on the inside, because Craighall is, in fact, one of those places. I don't want to give it a bad reputation, but it's sometimes at certain times of the day is quite congested with traffic. So often people are sitting in traffic right outside of your venue and they don't know it exists.
Absolutely.
So, so then you found the property, and it's one thing to expand to that degree. It's another thing to keep people coming. So, what is it that you have that's going to keep me coming?
Yes, you need to be innovative the whole time. And one thing that we all have in common is that we are stressed, we're exhausted, particularly mommies and women who, they seem to want to do everything, and they don't often allow themselves me time. And what makes us different is that you don't have to drive hours away out of Johannesburg to go and have a retreat. It's you can say, in the middle of Sandton. You're still close enough to home so that if something happens, you feel more secure that you're not that far away from your family. And we often have the dads book in mommy just to get away from the children.
Just to see to it that she doesn't take it all out on him.
Yes.
Emily, what I think is, and not everybody has the luxury to do this, But it's probably great for that mum who's just dropped a child off at school because it's so close to pop into.
I mean, it's within the residents of Craighall and not far from Rosebank as well. So maybe you get people coming from Pretoria or the East Rand or something like that, and they use, you know, maybe transport or trains, and we're not that far from the Rosebank Howe train station, and we do transfers as well. So it's quite easier to accommodate our clients in all ways possible. And that as well ensures, you know, clients coming back and coming back. It's the service that we provide. It's the staff that we have. It's just us within us as the staff, and, you know, the service that we provide. It's just amazing to how our clients receive it, and they like it and they come for more. So
How large is your staff complement?
Well, we've got up to 40 therapists.
40?
Yeah, so others are on a temporary basis.
Okay,
yeah.
they come in as treatments are
Yes,
booked.
and we mostly use them for mobile massage, where we go out to clients and do all of that, and at the spa as well. So yeah, comes quite a lot of people.
And
that we
Emily
have
is the coordinator of the therapists.
Yeah.
So she often is very stressed and in need of a massage herself.
Do you get that chance from
You know,
time to
I
time?
take that opportunity where I just on a lunch break and I just quickly do a back massage and all of that, just to relieve the tension, because, you know, some other days it's just a rough day because you're dealing with a lot of people, you're dealing with different people as well, and, you know, their expectations are different, but we just right there to fill in that gap, no matter how different you all are, but we just right there.
It sounds like an awesome experience. A property that had a brook on it,
Absolutely.
as well as, I mean,
it is the biggest
jeez, in the middle of Craighall.
It's the biggest gift. You can see the the river.
That is just phenomenal.
Our office the day spa used to be in Craighall Park, and I also live in Craighall. And this property came on the market. It was a very old property, very neglected. It was actually a bit of a problem in Craighall. It didn't have any fencing. 80% of the property was bamboo.
And overgrown.
Overgrown, had vagrants on it because, you know,
Of course.
and with the river. And it took us 2 years to get business rights and develop it. But we developed it from the beginning as a sleep spa. So we don't say no to overnight guests that just come for accommodation. But our focus is women and couples that want some me time and us time, and combine spa treatments with accommodation.
Martina, do you come from a spa background? Do you come from a beauty
No.
cosmetic background?
No. I'm an entrepreneurial junkie.
Okay.
I qualified as a chartered accountant and ran my own auditing and taxation practice. And then something happened, and my husband and myself, we've always been very fond of going for massages and holistic treatments.
I was wondering if that's maybe where it started.
And then at the age of 40, something, you know, you go through these shifts in your
Yes.
life. And I am quite involved with the Business Women's Association, and I'm very passionate about making a difference in South Africa. And I really, the part that I want to do is to provide employment for urban black women. And unfortunately, in the auditing environment, you need to have a degree.
Yes.
And I can only employ so many people, so many women in an auditing company. But in a massage company, the amount of women that I can employ is endless. It would depend on...
Right,
on
because even though you need to do the practical skills, the hands-on experience and the theory, the practical is really what the experience is.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I sold my auditing company. It was a very difficult decision to make, and I started hands-on treatment. I did not have anyone to copy, but because I have corporate experience as to what corporates need, we designed the massage that it is conducive to the corporate market. We do desk massages, so that means you go into a corporate, particularly call centers where there's a lot of staff.
And sitting up straight and over that phone and that screen
Very
for hours
stressful.
and hours. I don't even know how much of a break they get.
It is a very monitored job. You can't just get up and leave. You're confined to sitting, which is not good because you don't really stretch your muscles while you're working. Very often, very seldom will someone phone and say, Gerry, thank you so much for the wonderful service. And I cannot tell you how I appreciate your service. People phone in and they expect that poor call center agent to sort out all their problems. They don't understand that.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We absolutely do.
So those people are extremely stressed. They feel unloved. They just have this negative energy the whole day. So bringing the power of touch to the workplace is wonderful.
I think that's just a fantastic idea. And you know, I think that's probably where you started to coin the market. So for some, it just started with being qualified within the beauty cosmetic industry, cosmetology industry. And then for others, it was simply good business sense. Hands-on treatments is, as I said, in the middle of the hustle and the bustle, and yet quite away from it all. There's a little brook that runs through the spa. It's in Craighall's Secret Garden. They have packages from stress relief to health and wellness. I tell you, you can even take a little holiday over there, just one overnight to get away from everything that you experience. Of course, it's in the heart of Johannesburg, and I can't wait to hear more.